No, I have a question for everybody. Do you know what color alligators are? Green? Okay. So I made my alligator green, but actually alligators are black. Yeah, so I'm gonna be using black clay to make my alligator today. You can use green if you want, but I just thought that was a fun little fact that they're actually black, they're not green. My whole life I've thought alligators were green, but they're actually black. It's kind of cool. Okay, so we're gonna mute everybody right now, and then we're gonna start. If you guys have any questions, just put your hand up, okay? Okay, so once everybody's muted, then I'll go ahead and start. So what we're gonna do is, I'm only using one of these bars, but you can use a couple if you want. So I'm just breaking off a piece here. We're gonna make we're gonna do 2 medium-sized balls, 1 bigger ball, and then 4 smaller ones, okay? So I'll show you. Here I have this is my medium ball, my big ball. And then we're gonna have another medium ball here, okay? And for this, I used about like 2/3 of my clay on these balls, okay? So a large ball for the body and 2 medium balls. That's for my tail and for my head of my alligator. So then you're left with a piece here. And now I'm gonna break that into 4. So I'm breaking these apart before I actually start rolling them, okay? So do you see how I have 4 smaller pieces, 2 medium pieces, and 1 big piece, okay? I'm gonna roll them into a ball right away. Big piece is the body, 1 medium piece is the head, another medium piece is the tail because they've just got really long tails. And then we've got 4 little pieces here, which is gonna be our legs for our alligator. So while we roll these balls up, I'll give you guys some time to do this. I've got some facts here for you guys. So alligators and crocodiles are closely related, but they are actually very different, okay? A long time ago, I didn't really know that there was a difference, but there is. They're not the same. So with alligators, they have wide, round snouts, so mouths, this part. Oh, hold on. They're usually wide and round, okay? Their heads, their nose wide and round. And like I said, they're black. And their upper teeth can be seen when their mouth is closed. So as you see here, I've got their teeth showing. Okay, because alligators show their teeth when their mouth is closed, but not crocodiles. And crocodiles are actually gray. So we think that crocodiles and alligators are green, but they're not actually green. They're black and gray, which is why I'm making my alligator black today.
Go black.
What?
Go black, would you?
Nope, so crocodiles are gray and then all alligators are black.
Oh, did you do that?
Yeah, because crocodiles and alligators are 2 different.
So you gotta use those answers? You back?
And then you need to roll that bigger one into a ball.
See?
Yeah. Okay, so how's everybody doing? Do we have our balls, our 2 mediums, our large, and our 4 smaller ones? Yeah, Kaylee's good. Who else? Christian, Barbara, Derek, Tom, how's it going? And for anybody, if you're kind of having a little bit of trouble with it or you're falling behind, just know that we're also going to have the video on YouTube. And what's nice about that is that you can go back and rewatch over and over and over again. So we're putting this alligator together in half an hour, but if you need like an hour to do it, that's what YouTube's for. Go back and keep watching. Okay, so now that we have our balls, our big one, I'm gonna turn into an oval shape. So this is our body. And I'm just gonna flatten it a little bit. Okay? So kind of like a rectangle, actually, you can make it into.
For the view?
An oval or a rectangle, nice and long and just a little bit flat, not too round. Okay, so it looks like that. So here, hold on, I'll show it over there. Here, and kind of flat. Here, kind of flat, okay? So there's our body. So now with our head, we're gonna take one of the medium balls and we're gonna kind of stretch the head out too and flatten it. And then what we're gonna do is, if you're looking from the side here, whoops, I'm trying to show you, right, whoop, wrong way. So I'm gonna flatten one part, okay? So do you see how I flatten it? And I kind of make it look like a nose here. I don't really know how to explain what I just did there, but if you guys can see that. Kind of like an L shape when you look at it sideways, a little bit. I don't really know, how to, sorry, I'm not very good at explaining things, but I'll try and show you the best that I can here. Okay, so now that I've got my head, I'm not gonna attach my body and my head yet. So now what I'm gonna do is with my other ball, I'm going to, it's gonna be turned into a tail, okay? So I'm just gonna roll this out, roll it out, and then I'm gonna flatten it a little bit, okay? And that's gonna be our tail. And then the end, I'm just gonna point. You can curve it. So I'm just gonna point it. They've got giant tails. So now we have this, we have our tail, our body, okay, our head. So now, what's next? Actually, I'll give you guys a minute to do that. And then we'll put them together once you guys have it all those pieces done, okay? So here are some more alligator facts while we wait.
Question, Taylor.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
How do you do the head piece? How do you turn that into an L?
So what I had my ball, right? And then I just took my finger and I just flattened this one piece. So just part of the oval and I just flattened half of it. And then it kind of makes it into a head shape. Let's see. Oh, you gotta move it over just a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. That's good. Do you have your body and your tail done too? Or are you still working on it?
Not my body.
Okay.
Is that good?
Turn it. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, it looks good.
I don't have the tail done.
Okay, I'll wait up for you. I'll give you some time to do the tail.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Dennis has his done. Steve's got his ready. Okay, so while I'm waiting for everybody to catch up, I'll give you a little bit more for alligator facts. So there's two different types of alligators in the world, and they're very different sizes, okay? There's an American alligator, which grow up to be 11 feet long, and they can weigh 1,000 pounds, which is insane. So 11 feet long, 1,000 pounds. So they can be huge, okay? Lift it up a little higher, let's see. Perfect, yeah, that's awesome. And then we'll give some other people a little bit of time to catch up. So there's the American alligator, which can grow to be huge, long, and weigh a lot. And a Chinese alligator, and those are pretty small, and they can grow to be about 5 feet and weigh 50 pounds. So those are a lot smaller. Okay? So alligators are also very social creatures, which means they stay in groups called congregations, okay? And another thing about alligators is that, oh, Kaylee, are you showing me what you have? Let's see. Nice, that looks good. Wow, you're quick. Okay, so then what we'll do is we'll add our head.
Oh, Derek has a question.
Yeah, Derek, go ahead.
Derek, unmute yourself, please.
Oh, you just got to unmute yourself, Derek. Yeah, let's see it. Show me. Nice, that looks good. Perfect. Yeah, you're getting it. Good job. So it looks like everybody's kind of on the same page here. Christian, are you putting yours together? Or are you just watching right now? I'm just watching? Okay. Then if you want, you can go back after and watch the YouTube video and see what we're doing and follow along too. So now I'm attaching my head to my body here. Okay. So another thing about alligators.
Melissa has a question.
Oh, go ahead, Melissa.
Oh, she's showing.
Oh, nice. It looks good. Nice job, guys. They all look really, really good. It's coming together.
Yep.
And Ali as well, she's showing that.
Let's see. You got to lift it up a little higher, Allie. Oh, down a little bit. Oh, a little bit to the side. A little higher. A little higher now. There you go.
Yeah,
Nice. Looks good. So now that I attach my body to my head, I'm going to attach my tail, okay? So another thing about alligators, so with humans and a lot of other animals, what we can do is we can regulate our body temperatures.
Derek has a question.
Yeah.
Sorry.
We have a question here.
Yeah, of course. What's your question?
Just a quick, just a side question.
Mhm.
For the workout challenge, do we send it to CV South?
For the workout challenge? Is that the email we sent it to?
No. Yes.
Yes, I think that's the email we send it to. Or do they send it to Crystal? Grace? Do they send the workout video to Crystal or to our CV email?
Staff email.
To this staff or
Oh,
Crystal?
Kristen.
Yeah, so it can be sent to the email, like the staff email, or to Crystal. Either or works. Yeah. You're welcome.
What's your head going to?
Hmm?
Head goes to this side?
Yes, so you attach the head onto there and then the tail. So I have my tail attached and my head attached. Look how giant that tail is. Okay? So while we wait for you guys to do that part, I have another fact about alligators. So I was saying that human beings, we can regulate our body temperatures. So basically, when we get too hot, our body can control that, and we get too cold, our body kind of like is able to balance all that out on its own. But alligators don't have that ability, so they can't control their body temperature internally. So when they get cold, they have to sunbathe, and when they get hot, they have to go for a swim. So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Why is your hot, how the temperature?
What was that?
The temperature, like how when you're hot, you assume how hot is the temperature.
I don't know. Can depend, because it can get, like in the States and in Asia, it can get pretty hot.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that they would just have to go deeper in the water the colder they were.
Okay.
Or the hotter they were.
What kind of skin is the skin like? Is it a hard skin or is it like?
They've got like a hard back. You see how we have these little, like the spikes on the back?
Okay.
Yeah, they've got like a pretty hard back. Okay, so
The
now what we're
spikes.
gonna do, yeah,
There's like spikes on the back. Yeah.
kind of, yeah, a little
Because
bit.
they-
They're very like short,
That helps them. Swim.
yeah. Okay, so, and it helps them disguise too. Because when they're in the water, there's a lot of like branches and mud and all that stuff, and their back actually, like they can disguise themselves pretty well in the water.
So when you go through,
Sometimes you don't
like,
even see them.
Like the spikes help them go through the bush because if they go through it, they're like stuck and it cuts it,
Mm-hmm.
cuts it down.
See, guys, Dennis has a lot of alligator facts. Dennis, you almost know more than me about alligators. These are
Because
good though.
when you go through a bush
Yeah.
and it's long,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and the spikes are hard, so when you go to a tree, they'll cut it down because their spikes cut down, so
Mm-hmm.
they'll get stuck. You go through the tree.
Yeah.
Like same thing with the alligators, the crocodiles, same thing.
Oh yeah?
The crocodiles is the same thing. They get spikes. They get the same thing with the trees.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I'll have to look that up after.
But it is school.
Yeah. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is those circles we're gonna turn into flat
Tom has a
ovals.
question.
Oh, go ahead, Tom.
Okay, go ahead.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
One is, does it matter if I have
Okay.
And then the other is, should I combine one of them and then, are you making the feet black or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just making my feet black because my alligator's gonna be all black.
No, black.
Oh, flat. Yes, sorry. Sorry, I didn't hear you there. Yeah, flat. So they're like ovals and they're flat. If you guys can see that. Yeah. And then I'm going to attach them to the body here. So another thing is that alligators hunt better in the water than on land. When they try and hunt on land, they're kind of awkward and slow and they can't hunt very well. But in the water, they can hunt really, really well.
I think they can do short bursts on land that are pretty surprisingly fast.
Yeah, they can.
Like
They
up to,
definitely
like 20
can.
kilometers.
They can do,
mistaken,
yeah, really fast short
which is
bursts somewhat. Or
as fast
land.
as like an average human's full speed,
Yeah,
but it's a short burst, yeah.
yeah, I believe that. Just like they can't hunt very well, yeah. Better in the water.
And then they also do death throws when they grab the whole.
You're right, Barbara, you're very right. They do lay eggs and have baby alligators. You guys know a lot about alligators, hey? That's good. Okay, so now we're going to attach the feet to the body, okay? So another thing is that alligators are pretty picky about what they eat. So they eat meat like fish, birds, small mammals, and other reptiles. And sometimes they'll actually munch on fruit.
Do they eat leaves or no? Like the stuff in the water?
No, but they'll eat fruit sometimes.
Fruit.
Yeah.
You know, they eat carbs. They don't eat carbs.
And another thing is that the Chinese alligator is actually critically endangered. So what that means is that that's the highest risk of extinction. And scientists have said that there is only 130 of them in the wild, which is crazy. That isn't very many at all. To exist in the entire world, only roughly 130 of them. It's crazy. Okay, so I'm going to attach all these legs here, okay? Okay, let's get them all in here. How's everybody doing so far?
Your eyes on
There you go. And then what we're gonna do soon is we're gonna get another color of clay. I'm gonna use white, and we'll put the eyes, make the eyes. So once I have all my legs attached here, remember what we did with the face where we flattened a part of the face? So once we get our feet attached, just the little ends where the toes are, I'm just gonna flatten those parts too, okay? So there we go. See? So we have our alligator so far. Wait for you guys to catch up. So remember how I said brought up the butter knife? So what I'm gonna do is on the feet, I'm just gonna cut two little lines there, not all the way through, but just to make the little feet there. And then on the face, down the middle of the nose, I'm just gonna draw a line there, okay? Just down the middle of the face. And then what we're gonna do is on the back of the alligator, what you can do is you can make spikes on the back like I did, or we can use a butter knife to draw lines on the back of the alligator, okay? We can do, what do you guys wanna do? Should we do spikes? Or should we just draw the back with the butter knife? Oh, Melissa has something to say. Melissa, what do you think we should do? The spikes? So you guys all want to do the spikes then? Okay, we'll do the spikes. So I'm going to do my spikes in just a blue color because I don't have very much black left. But if you have leftovers or if you want to take some off the tail or anywhere else, then you can do that for our spikes. So I'm just going to take a different color and I'm just going to make lots of little balls here, okay? You can do as many as you want, as many spikes as you want.
The spikes as I did.
I'm gonna make all the balls, but I'm not gonna put them on yet. Because you can literally do as many spikes on the back as you want. I think what I'll do first is I'll do the eyes and the teeth, because those are important for finishing off the alligator. And then at least those will be done in case we run out of time. But I'm just getting all my little balls ready. Literally as many as you want, whatever size, it doesn't matter. They'll still look good. So I'm gonna take a white piece, about this big, and I'm gonna make 2 circles for the eyeballs, okay? Well, Dennis's is coming along really good. I'll show you Dennis's in a minute. So I'm making my 2 balls, and I'm sticking them on the face, okay? On the head. So my alligator has got just giant eyes, okay? And then I'm just gonna take another color.
Yeah, we don't do any. You
Yeah.
make toes on side of it.
Oh yeah, you're doing toes? Nice. And then I'm gonna take some black here and just put them on the whites of the eyes. Whoops. There you go. See? Sorry if I'm moving a little quick. And then on the mouth, I'm gonna draw a slit down the side of the face on both sides. And then we're gonna add some teeth here. You can add 1 tooth, 2 teeth, 3 teeth, 4 teeth, whatever you want.
Yeah.
You want some white, Dennis, for teeth? Oh, you want orange, okay. And again, you guys can do whatever colors you want.
My hands are feeling better actually.
Yeah, that's
Because I
good.
usually didn't try, so I'm trying my best.
That's good. So now I'm just gonna get little tiny pieces. The teeth might be a little bit hard to do because they're gonna be so tiny. I'm just gonna turn them into triangles, okay? And stick them on the side of the head. So another fact is that, so Dennis was talking about their skin a little bit, so they have that rough back. So one of the reasons that they have that rough back is because it makes them look like a log in the water. So they can actually disguise themselves in the water. So you almost don't even see them. So they have tours.
Great.
They're the black color.
Yeah.
So if you go to somewhere in the States, like Florida, for example, they have these tours, okay? And they're called gator tours or alligator tours. And what they do is they take you into a swamp and you ride on something called an airboat. And what an airboat is, so it's a boat that has a giant fan on the back. And instead of the boat going through the water, the giant fan powers it, and the boat actually flies over top of the water. So it flies through the bushes and the trees over top of the water. So it can actually tear through tree branches, can tear through bushes, can tear through so much stuff without the boat being damaged at all, just because it floats over top of all that stuff. And what you can do is if you do one of those tours and you go into the swamps, you can actually see a bunch of alligators. They're everywhere. You get to see them in their natural habitat. You'll see small ones, big ones. They're everywhere. Yeah, go ahead, Tom. Looks good. Nice. That looks really good. That's really smart too, using toothpicks. Hold on one sec. Nice. Yeah, that's good. I love the toothpicks for teeth, Tom. Yeah. No, it looks really good. Good job, Tom. Who else? How's everybody else's going? Dennis wants me to show you his. Here, Dennis, let's see. I'll give him a minute. It's kind of coming apart. Yes, you can actually see alligators in their natural habitat, which is kind of cool. I have done one of those boat tours before. And when I went on the tour, it was a 3-hour boat tour. And I saw probably over 50 alligators. It was insane. I saw giant ones. I saw small ones. So if anybody is ever going to Florida and you want to see some alligators,
Speaking of Florida alligators, did you?
hold on. Hold on, I'm just going to show you Dennis's. Well, yeah, show me, Allison. Let's see.
Oh, 6 or 7.
Oh, up a little bit. Let's see. Move it over to the side a little bit.
Other side.
I know it's hard to try and get it properly in front of the camera. Even me sometimes when I'm trying to like show what I'm doing. It's hard to see. Who else has got an alligator to show? Now that I have my teeth on there. Oh, nice, Allie. Oh, that looks really good. I love that. Looks like a nice, scary alligator. I wouldn't want to run into that in a swamp. I'll tell you that. I'd be terrified. So I'm going to do my spikes on the back now. You can do lots of different layers of spikes too. Like you can do like 1 row of spikes or 3 rows or 2 rows. So I'm going to do my spikes on the back. And so as scary as alligators are, lots of people are scared of them. I know when I was on my tour, I was absolutely terrified. And the thing about alligators is that they keep to themselves and they don't attack humans unless they feel threatened, okay?
Or opportunistic.
You threaten they will help.
Or opportunistic. They go after humans.
Who swam with the alligators? That sounds scary. You guys are brave.
One of the 20 baby alligators are cannibalized.
What was that?
Have a question?
There's an alligator where, sorry? Oh yeah, that giant alligator. That's what's made me scared of alligators. Growing up seeing that alligator in Peter Pan just terrified me. Even when I was on a boat, when I did the tour, and I was even being on a boat, I was terrified. All I could think was, oh, what if one of these alligators somehow jumps out of that water into my boat? But anytime we went past an alligator, they would get terrified and they would swim under the water. So
And do they have a
they seemed to be more scared of me than I was of
Do they
them.
have air holes or
Do you want
no?
to have any
I'm not sure.
question?
Yeah, go ahead. What's your question?
Joanne, go ahead.
Did you have a question, Joanne?
Oh, she just wants to show her alligator.
Ooh, let's see it. Oh, I can't see it very well. Let's see.
Oh, that's right.
Nice. That looks good. I love it.
Where's your
These look
mic?
just like the alligators in the swamps, guys. Okay. So here is the finished product. I've got a couple here. These two. You guys all did really, really good. I love your alligators. Oh, who's showing me the one over there?
Barbara.
Barbara. I like it a lot. Do you guys have any suggestions of what animal we should do next week with Clay?
Derek.
You got a couple ideas? Let's hear it.
I will.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, go ahead, Derek. We'll do one person at a time. A dog. That's a good one. Dennis, what was your idea?
Fish.
So Derek says a dog. Dennis says a fish. Barbara, what about you? A lion. So a dog, a fish, a lion. What else? Melissa?
Frog.
What was that, Melissa? A crab. That's a good one. Who else? So what I'll do is I'll take a bunch of suggestions and then we'll pull one out of a hat. I'll pull one out of the hat for next week. It'll be a surprise. What about Allie and Tom? What do you guys think? Oh, Allie or Tom and Kaylee? Kaylee's got her hand up. Kaylee, what's your idea? One sec. So a tiger, a wolf, a bear. What was your idea, Tom? An eagle. What about Joanne? Do you have an idea? Joanne, do you have an idea for an animal that you'd want to do?
You want to meet yourself there, please? Thank you.
Oh.
No.
Sorry, Joanne, what was your idea? Oh, I can't hear you. What was that, Joanne? Sorry? Oh, what was that? A paper candy? An animal, Joanne? What kind of animal do you think?
Zebra.
What's one that you like? Could be any animal.
She was thinking of strawberry.
A strawberry? A fruit? I'll write that idea down. We could do a fruit for sure.
Zebra.
Instead of animal kingdom, we can turn it into fruit kingdom. A zebra. Dennis says a zebra. Okay, so I can't see Joanna and Darren, so we'll have to ask them some other way. But I think we'll let you guys go then. So next week will be a surprise for what we're doing. I'll try and pick one of these out of a hat and we'll see, okay?
Oh, fox.
Dennis says a fox as well. All right. Well, thanks for joining me this morning, guys. I hope you guys had fun and I hope you learned some stuff about alligators.